In the ever-turbulent world of General Hospital, no secret stays buried forever, and no heart remains untouched by betrayal. The week ahead brings a tidal wave of twists that will send Port Charles reeling. At the center of the storm, Natalia's stunning double-cross, Willow's heartbreaking descent, and Sonny Corinthos facing a reckoning he never saw coming. Let's dive into this breakdown of the shocking developments that will reshape lives, destroy trust, and leave fans gasping. Natalia swept into Port Charles with flair, charisma, and secrets tucked behind every smile. Introduced as Blaze's strong-willed mother and a rising PR power player, few suspected she had deeper ties to the underworld. But fans who have been watching closely may have caught the subtle red flags: mysterious phone calls, cryptic statements about protecting her daughter, and her odd fascination with Sonny Corinthos. The truth explodes this week. Natalia has not only been working closely with the FBI, but she's been feeding them information specifically about Sonny. What's more, she's the architect behind several recent moves meant to destabilize Sonny's empire, including the surprise raids on his Puerto Rico operations and the freezing of his offshore accounts. Sonny, known for his street instincts, started growing suspicious last week when Dex picked up surveillance chatter linking someone in his inner circle to the feds. At first, suspicions fell on Ava, then on Brick. But the real snake in the garden was far closer than Sonny realized, sleeping in the very bed of alliance he thought he'd forged with Natalia. When Sonny confronts Natalia in a chilling showdown at the Metro Court, she doesn't deny it. In fact, she doubles down, claiming she did what she had to for Blaze and for Port Charles. "You're not the savior you think you are," she whispers before turning her back on him. What she doesn't realize: Michael Corinthos overheard every word. Natalia's betrayal not only shakes Sonny to the core, it threatens to destroy his fragile truce with the FBI and sends ripples through every part of his organization. Dante is pulled between his badge and his blood, Jason is enraged, and Nina begins to question if maybe Sonny was always the dangerous man Carly warned her about. While Sonny reels from Natalia's knife to the back, Willow Corinthos faces a far more emotional and devastating crisis. What began as a slow unraveling of her picture-perfect life has now become a full-blown collapse. Michael has been spiraling for months. Burdened by guilt over his past blackmail of Sonny, obsessed with protecting Willow, and tormented by the secrets he's kept, Michael's recent erratic behavior caught the attention of not just Drew, but Willow herself. Last week, viewers watched Michael confront Natalia at the hospital, warning her to stay away from Sonny and to stay far away from Willow and the children. What he didn't realize was that his paranoia and anger were driving Willow further away. She had already begun to sense something was wrong. In a heart-stopping scene at GH, Willow receives news that no mother, wife, or woman wants to hear. Her cancer has returned. But this time, it's not responding to treatment. Her stem cell transplant didn't provide the long-term remission they had hoped. She's told she has limited options and even fewer chances for survival without aggressive experimental therapy in Germany. But here's the twist. The treatment requires full legal guardianship of Wiley and Amelia to be transferred, temporarily, to someone stable and stateside. Willow chooses Carly. And Michael? He sees it as betrayal. Michael, hurt and consumed by the weight of past deceptions, does the unthinkable. He leaves Willow. But he doesn't walk out of the house alone. He takes Wiley with him and refuses to relinquish custody. He files an emergency order, claiming that Willow's judgment is impaired due to her health and recent association with shady figures, a nod to her talks with Natalia, which he misconstrues as manipulation. Willow is left devastated. Without Michael's support, fighting both cancer and a custody battle, she collapses in Carly's arms sobbing, "I've lost everything." Jason Morgan, recently returned and more calculating than ever, is caught between two crises. His loyalty to Sonny is absolute, but even he is stunned when Natalia's betrayal is confirmed. He warns Sonny to shut everything down before the feds completely annihilate what remains of their business. But Jason also has another mission: protect Willow. He and Carly team up to rally support for Willow's medical journey, tapping into old Quartermain connections and overseas specialists. Jason even approaches Nina, begging her to help, despite their Cold War. In a surprising moment of grace, Nina agrees to fly to Germany and open the door for the experimental program, using Crimson's global philanthropy arm. Jason's personal stake grows when he realizes just how badly Michael is falling apart. He's not just angry. He's broken, Jason tells Carly. If we don't stop this, he'll do something he can't come back from. Christina, deeply invested in her new foundation and finally feeling empowered in her role as a future mother, thanks to Blaze's unyielding support, is absolutely gutted by Natalia's betrayal. At first, she defends her girlfriend's mother. She must have had her reasons, she says. But when she learns that Natalia volunteered information about Sonny to the feds and may have endangered Blaze as well, her entire world implodes. In a shocking scene, Christina shows up at Blaze's apartment with her suitcase. "I need space," she says coldly. "I don't know if I can be around someone who defends a woman that tried to destroy my father." Blaze is heartbroken. She confronts her mother later at the Metro court and delivers a painful ultimatum. "You stay in Port Charles, or you stay in my life, but you don't get both." Natalia chooses to leave. Meanwhile, Carly has had enough. After weeks of tension over Michael's mental state, his ongoing feud with Jason, and Drew's secret involvement in helping Natalia manipulate the SEC, revealed in a stunning twist when Carly finds a deleted message on Natalia's phone sent from Drew's burner. Carly confronts him. "You were supposed to protect us, not feed us to the wolves." Drew tries to defend himself, claiming it was for the greater good. "I didn't know Natalia would go this far." Carly doesn't want to hear it. "You lied. You picked strategy over family. And now Willow is alone, Sonny's betrayed, and I can't even look at you." In one of the most powerful moments of the week, Carly packs her things, takes Donna, and leaves Drew's penthouse for good. As Willow's custody case heads to court, she faces Judge Petrovsky, a no-nonsense legal veteran with a complicated history with the Corinthos clan. Jason suspects the judge has been influenced by Drew's corporate allies who want to see Carly discredited. Meanwhile, a shadowy new figure arrives in Port Charles, Eduardo Calderon. A silent investor in Natalia's media company and a former rival of Sonny's from the old Miami cartel days, Eduardo appears at the courthouse steps just before Willow's hearing with a chilling smile and one question: how much does a child's freedom cost in this town? Jason, overhearing, narrows his eyes. "We've got a new problem." In the chaos, one woman quietly tries to do the right thing. Nina Reeves. Reeling from her loss of the Metro court and estranged from Sonny, Nina is drawn to Willow's plight. She volunteers to accompany her to Germany and help facilitate the treatment, despite their rocky past. In a powerful scene, Willow whispers, "You don't owe me anything." Nina replies, "Maybe not, but I owe it to myself to be better." Carly, who sees Nina at GH holding Willow's hand, doesn't interfere, but she doesn't thank her either. Later, she tells Jason, "Let's just say, sometimes the enemy of my enemy is a woman trying to find her soul." As Friday's cliffhanger looms, Natalia is seen in a darkened room, speaking on the phone. "I did what you asked." He suspects nothing. "It's time for phase 2. On the other end, a male voice replies, "Then Port Charles will burn, and Sonny Corinthos will finally fall." Meanwhile, Sonny sits at his bar alone, pouring a drink. The room is empty. Ava, Jason, Nina, all gone. Only shadows remain. "I let my guard down," he whispers. "Never again." Fade to black. Blaze gets a shocking offer to tour overseas. Will she take it and leave Christina behind? Michael's descent deepens as he uncovers Natalia's partner, someone close to Drew. Willow's condition worsens mid-flight to Germany. Eduardo Calderon buys half of Crimson, putting Nina in a new kind of danger. Jason and Carly unite for a revenge plan, but it may cost them everything.